Assalamualaikum. Good morning, magandang umaga to everyone. So today, I will be presenting on the doing business with Malaysia. I think just now PFA has been briefing on why you should do business in the Philippines. So my role here in Madrid, Manila is to promote Malaysian businesses here in the Philippines. I hope today's event will be beneficial for the Malaysian companies to explore business opportunities here. Since today we are also bringing quite a number of industry experts from all over the Philippines to come to this event, and hopefully to take this opportunity to network as well. As a brief info, so Malaysia, we are strategically located in ASEAN, and with a population now of more than 22 million, trade is one of our main activities. And for today's event, recognizing the many opportunities here, today we are bringing a total of 4 Malaysian companies, and all of them have their booth at the back. So after this, all of you here, feel free to visit them at their own booth and to do a further discussion and business matching as well. So Malaysia, we trade with more than 200 countries, and in terms of trade, we are ranked as number 24th as trading nation. And for export and import, we are ranked 25th. So in terms of trade, if you see from the graph here, trade has been driving the growth of Malaysian economy. So back in the 70s, Malaysia's total trade would amounted $3.07 billion, and in 1990 it grew to $58.71 billion. And so last year, Malaysia recorded a total of $578.09 billion of trade, and this has been a very positive growth despite last year being quite a challenging year in terms of the trade performance. Okay, I'm just going to delve deeper just a little bit on the trade statistics. So just to share, Malaysian trade performance for 2023 in terms of trade, export and import, it contracted due to the slower demand in commodity prices, down cycle in worldwide semiconductor sales, and high global inflation as well as geopolitical tension. So for total trade between Malaysia and Philippines last year, it was valued at $7.91 billion, and Philippines is the 16th largest trading partner for Malaysia. In terms of export, from Malaysia to Philippines is valued at $5.79 billion. So Malaysia services export, the latest figure that we have now is from January to September 2023. So in terms of growth, double-digit growth was recorded for trade, for export and also import. So for franchise, I guess it also comes under the Malaysia services sector. So we are hopeful based on the growth that we had last year. This year we will be seeing more growth in terms of Malaysia exports and also the availability of Malaysian brands in the overseas. So just to share with you, Malaysia is also a signatory of free trade agreements in for bilateral and also regional FTA. So between Malaysia and the Philippines, we have the RCEP and also AFTA, which Malaysian company can also take advantage of this. So why you should trade with Malaysia? Of course, we have a diverse range of high quality products and services, good manufacturing practice, reliable suppliers, and which comply to the international standard. And we also have a professional business culture as well as friendly business environment. And most importantly, we also have government ministry like the Ministry of Entrepreneurship here and the Malaysia Franchise Association, who is driving the growth, especially for the franchise industry in Malaysia, to go all over the world. So today, we are featuring 4 Malaysian companies from the franchise sector. So actually we hope to bring more, but I believe Mr. Sheikh Zainuddin has promised that there will be more mission after this, focusing on the franchise industry, which we really welcome. I believe based on the presentation by PFA, Philippines will be a very big opportunity for the Malaysian franchise industry. So today, the 4 Malaysian companies are QDs. I hope you can stand up and this is right. Yeah, that is QDs. They are Malaysian premier preschool and kindergarten provider, providing world-class quality education program. And next, we have Mozart. So Mozart is the provider of cognitive and art education for children. Mozart, yeah. We also have UC Mas, the service provider in arithmetic development program. And last but not least, we have Iris Pro, the provider of optical sonar films. So I believe with Philippines considered as the franchise hub of Asia, the Malaysian companies who are here should take this big opportunity to meet, to network and connect with the Philippine industry experts here. So I'm sure you all have so much to discuss about, and hopefully this will translate into realized sales and opportunities in the Philippines. So just a brief overview on the Malaysia franchise sector. So we have the regulators or accreditation bodies. Just to share, like our Ministry of Entrepreneurship here, who also driving the growth for the Malaysian franchise industry, also supported by Madrid. Like for Madrid, our role is to promote Malaysian brands overseas. And under the Association or Chambers of Commerce, we also have the Malaysia Franchise Association as one of the major driving force for the franchise industry in Malaysia to go all over the world. And we also have the industry players, mostly from the food and beverages, education, retail, beauty and health, and also clothing and accessories. So in terms of the trade figure for franchise industry, so under the Department of Statistics Malaysia, I believe for franchise industry, performance are measured based on charges of the use of the property such as patents, trademarks, copyrights, and also franchises. So based on that, as you can see for the figure for 2023, total trade for charges of the use of intellectual property for franchise is valued at $2.91 billion. And this has been a tremendous growth because back in 2019, it only recorded $2.14 billion. So hopefully this year with this type of program, with this type of activities, we will see more growth in terms of franchise industry from Malaysia to the world. So in terms for franchise industry, of course, so many things that the Malaysian franchise industry needs to be done to improve our rank in the world figure. And today, even is part of the government of Malaysia initiative to further push the Malaysian franchise industry in general. So with the presence of the industry players here this morning, I hope more opportunities will be discussed and realized. So as of today, we have 17 Malaysian franchise that have established themselves and present in 80 countries. So among the brands include Mary Brown, Manhattan Fish Market, Secret Recipe, Nelson's, Royal Selangor, Global Art and Creative, Smart Reader, Poly, even QDs, and also Laundry Bar. So the top 3 countries for Malaysia franchise industries are Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, and also United States. And we hope to see Philippines in that top 3 ranking in the near future. Just to share, this is some of the Malaysian brands now in the Philippines. This is not limited to franchise, but our major brands of Malaysian companies here. The biggest brand would be, of course, would be Maybank, which is the biggest foreign bank in the Philippines currently, with more than 60 branches. We also have CIMB Bank, a fully digitalized bank here in the Philippines. Aside from that, a number of well-known brands for franchises include Zeus Coffee. They recently just opened their outlet in SM Makati, so I would like to urge of you to go there. The last time I went there, I actually have to wait like 15 to 20 minutes just to get my coffee. that is to show that the popularity of coffee here in the Philippines, and I believe this will open up for more opportunities, especially in the F&B, in education, retail, for franchise, Malaysia franchise to be here. So before I end my slide, I also would like to take this opportunity to promote Malaysia's signature halal event, which is Mihas. I just had a discussion with Mr. Alim just now, and we are really glad to see the support of the Department of Trade and Industry for this event. So, I believe, let's give a round of applause for Mr. Alim. So last year, we had 16 Philippine halal exporters in the Mihas 2023. So hopefully this year, with under Mr. Alim, we will see more participation under this event, because I believe this will not only promote Malaysian halal products, but it's also a good event to promote Philippine halal products, and especially with the growing halal demand here in the Philippines and the launching of the Halal Strategic Master Plan. This will be a very good event for the Philippine delegates to come to Malaysia. And here also, I think at the embassy, we have been working closely with DTI, especially for a number of talent. And I believe to grow, not only, we don't want to grow alone, we want to grow together. So I believe Malaysia and Philippines, we can continue to support each other in terms of franchise, in terms of halal, which I believe will benefit both countries. Just to share, this is some of the clusters that will be promoted during this year's Mihas. Not only limited to food, but we are also promoting sectors like e-commerce, education, retail and franchise, pharmaceutical, media and recreation, Islamic finance, cosmetic, Muslim-friendly tourism, as well as services and enablers, also Islamic arts and crafts. So that's the end of my presentation. I hope the Malaysian delegates will take this opportunity to network with the industry players here, since you don't get to have this kind of event often. So please make use of this event, and thank you so much everyone.